Yeah. Ah, another day. Time to make something. Had a little Pavlov gameplay yesterday. Learned how to use a tank. That was fun. Yoda boil. But today, we're going to continue on our mission to make a board game. And today we'll be using this tabletop simulator. Pops up. So we made a paper prototype on Friday. Jesus. It felt so... Didn't feel like long ago at all. And today we're going to make it here, just so... Well, we made a paper prototype, just another day. We made a paper prototype just so I can really, like, feel it. I need to visualize it, I need to understand it, I need to see how pieces move, but I also need to touch pieces, you know? I need to really put everything where I want it to be. And I feel like that's just easier to do with my hands. Hope there's nothing in a global chat there that's too bad, but today we're going to make it here because the game is for Tabletop Simulator at its core anyway. It will be a virtual board game, but I'm still designing it that if in case in the future it were to be physical, there's still that possibility. It might need a little tweaks, but it would still be playable. Copper might also be coming in today to talk. I don't know how deep we're going to go into art stuff, but just like general vibes. We'll see how that goes. Copper Pog indeed. I think this is fine. Just do desktop. Could actually gameplay capture for tabletop. That looks. doesn't change much. It just takes away the bottom. Right, because it's not in full. Like sides are gonna be cut off anyway. Because sometimes I don't want to show my display because I keep leaking my Discord. You know what, maybe let's go through some notes first. Because I have been... What?
What?
See, how
Yeah,
loud are you?
I'm back.
You big? Okay. Nice to hear you, Copper.
Thanks. Okay, nice to hear you too. Let me turn you up just a bit.
Yeah. I kind of
I can hear you.
it's weird because I'm using like a video game or radio website, so that hopefully it's not DMCA music. But
Oh, okay.
it's
I
like
have the stream muted, so I don't know.
sure, but like it like the lowest bar is still loud as shit on stream.
Oh shit. Fucking, are you messing with it in your mixer or?
You know what? I think it's fine. Wait.
It's fine. Like, Oil's in the chat. Oil, can you like hear? Like, okay, like is the music way too loud?
You know what? Turn this off. Say something now. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're kind of... Even though I have you on max on Discord, you're still kind of quiet.
Yeah.
I have like a volume booster. You didn't even hear the music. Well, shit, dude. Then that means... Okay. So you pointed it out. Well, shit. Can you even hear... How can you hear Copper then?
Yeah, am I good? Am I good, Oil? Like, am I too loud? Am I too soft?
On the mixer, you're definitely... If we're going by desktop audio, it's like... I'm in the yellow, and you're like lower green. Yeah.
Ah.
If I turn on the booster, boost this up a bit.
Fucking love troubleshooting.
Yeah, hey, every stream, man.
Yeah, every stream.
Actually, every stream. Might sound a little distorted, but I mean, we'll...
Oh, that's fine. As long as they can understand me.
Alright. We should go over notes.
Notes.
Let's do notes. Because even though I'm not streaming, I'm still thinking about shit, you know?
Why is my mic is an ass? Dude, this is the same mic I use on my stream. Like, I have only one mic.
Again, I don't know, there might be the booster I'm using might be causing distortion, but there's no other way I can
Oh, it's your fault.
increase Copper's voice. Can you hear the music now, though?
Maybe I can just get really close to the mic and just talk like this the whole time.
Bass boost that shit, hell yeah.
Bass boost.
Bass. So I was supposed to organize the notes from last time, but I didn't do that yet. Stuff's like...
Oil.
Yeah! I mean, you are a mod, Copper, you can just, you know...
I could ban you, Oil.
Little spanks here and there,
Fucking...
you know? Put him in timeout for a sec.
Fuck's messaging me. Oh, it's Rhea.
Okay. Okay, I don't know when...
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck? I really don't know if this distortion, because like I hear it on my end, but I don't know if it's just this. Wait, let me turn it off. Do that noise again.
What noise?
Ooh. Yeah, it's just the it's just the booster. The booster just distorts it. I don't think it's Discord settings. I think I have everything maxed out. So. What's better? Without the boost, but then you can't really hear them. You know what? I'm just turning off this music. Fuck this music. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Put in this to max. Fuck it. Say something, Copper.
What?
There we go. Perfect. Fuck it. I'm talking with Copper. There's no music necessary. We're doing it live. Alright. What did I want to do? There was a topic. Okay. You know what? Let's just do it now. I want to talk about this right now. So, Copper. Obviously,
Yeah.
when I was first thinking of this project, I had you in mind, and I had your art in mind. Right?
Aww.
And because I had your art in mind, that means I had your OCs in mind. Right? As just like, you know, top of the mind, like if I were to visualize it, like I saw certain characters, right? So so for today I was just doing some like some researching, I guess. And I went on your Tumblr just because that's the place where like all your art is.
Yeah, I archive the most. Yeah.
Yeah, like not, you know, go through Twitter or whatever. And
yeah, it's just hard to archive it on Twitter. Like Tumblr just has that tagging system, and it's so nice. Like
yeah, no, I mean honestly, like I don't use Tumblr, but for this it was perfect. I know Tumblr, ew, come on, Oil, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, but again, Oil, its tagging system is just perfect for artists to archive their work.
It's a good portfolio website. But the culture.
Yeah, really good. It's good for webcomics too.
And I knew you did Outer Side, right? So I knew
that's
like
me and Rhea's headspace with a bunch of aliens and stuff.
Right. So okay. So one of the characters, and again, every time you post art on Twitter, I'm like, oh, I love this OC. I don't know shit about OC culture. If I were to say anything wrong or disrespectful or whatever, just tell me.
I'll call you out on it.
Call me out. Anyway, so I was like, oh, this would be like, I'm imagining this OC and this OC, just like for reference. And I love this pink ape, this pink monkey. Just
Oh yeah,
fits so.
Jesse. Fucking, that's my boy Jesse. I need to draw him more.
And then I was going through the Tumblr and I'm like, where's this goddamn pink monkey? Like, there's like barely any. You know?
That's because Rhea mainly like draws like our OCs
Right.
the most because I'm lazy.
So
So
now
if you go
that's
to
the
Rhea's
thing.
Tumblr.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I realized that through one, I forget which character, but there was one, and then you were tagged like, oh, OC trade or whatever, or like art trade, and
Yeah.
then that's her OC, and I was like, fuck, like some of these are Rhea's OC, and it's not that like I wanted to.
Yeah, but here's
Sure.
the thing. Me and Rhea, we share OCs. When we're making our
Right.
like head world and developing the characters, if anything, we share those OCs. Like
This is one of the
fucking,
things I just wanted to like go through, and through
Yeah.
that I found out about Space
yeah, it's called
Baby.
Space Baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. And now here was the thing, the question. And I think this is up to you. I mean, it's for sure up to you because not only are you the artist, but these are your creations, right? Do
Yeah.
you want to go fresh, like new character designs for this project, just completely new? Or do you want to use the Space Baby lore that you guys already have, like, because we could start from 0 with this. But
Yeah, I would have to ask Rhea about that because she did want to do something. She did want to do a comic for Space Baby too. Also,
Sure. Again, yeah.
like we're having the ongoing thing for Outer Side.
This is such a difficult thing because it feels like I'm talking about your like IP, you know?
Technically, it is because we do want to
exactly
like make something out of it. Like,
so,
and if we put them in like your game, then that's like
exactly.
Like we have to like talk over shit, like because I don't want to
Exactly.
like sign over the rights to that because
Exactly.
again we want to use it.
I
for
was thinking
something.
about this all day, and this is like business talks,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm not a business guy. I don't really feel comfortable with that kind of stuff. But I was thinking like it would be, I think it would even inspire you more if it's new characters within the universe.
Yeah, because I was thinking up designs. I definitely want to do like some kind of robot and like that robot from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the one with the giant head guy. Like I keep forgetting their name. It's been so long since I watched Power Rangers, but there was like
my
a little
parents didn't let
robot dude.
me.
He had like a saucer.
My
Oh,
mom-
they didn't let you watch
My
Power
mom
Rangers.
didn't let me do Power. That was too much for her. Couldn't.
But there's this like alien dude. I forget what his name was, but he had like a saucer with cool like LED going in a circle, and I kind of wanted to do like a similar design for a robot character. Like thinking about that.
Basically,
like,
I already thought about this all day, and I was like, I don't want to use previously made OCs because then maybe it'll also disconnect me a bit from it. Like I would want to go from 0.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'd be a bad idea if we used like the general aesthetic.
Yeah, like taking things that you like from like our world and like tweaking them a bit so that way they're like original to what you're doing.
Exactly. Like, because we could world build from 0, but if you have some ideas that like you already have,
I want to make a clown.
No, for sure. No, for sure. For sure. And I wrote that down.
You knew I was gonna ask that.
Because I'm like, okay,
clown.
For sure, we want like I'd like references. Like I like my alien boy. You're gonna have a clown. We can make like a Dave dude with a big beard, like a weird little gnome.
Oh my god, yeah!
I don't know, like we're gonna have our little inside jokes. But then like in general, I was just thinking today about the aesthetic and even though we're not doing art stuff today, I think that's important to decide before we start anything.
Yeah.
Let me see. I wrote down
like when I think like space bounty hunters, I really think like techwear and like Borderlands-esque stuff.
Right.
Like that's what I think when I like.
I didn't write Borderlands because I don't think I associate. Borderlands is gritty.
It's kind of futuristic. It's like apocalyptic futuristic.
So either way, no matter if it's your OCs or Raya's OCs.
Yeah.
I that was like the base visual that I would like all my ideas were going off of. I
Oh
love
yeah.
just
Oh,
the
I'm flattered.
vibrance. Yeah, no, honestly, and like, I was a little sad that it's already like you guys like I thought these were individual, not connected OCs, which is dumb of
No,
me to
no.
think about.
When it comes with me and Ryo, every time one person makes an OC, the other person makes an OC,
Sure.
and fucking we end up like building like fucking relationships and lores with them, and it just snowballs into this huge
Yeah.
thing. Like with Outer Side, it started as our D&D characters. And then
Awesome.
we're like, oh, what if we give these D&D characters a bunch of orphans? And then that's where Aggie and Bucky came in, and then they became their own thing, and then that snowballed into fucking Outer Side.
Right.
Like,
So I'm just, yeah, it's just like, I just think I like the Space Baby universe. And honestly, the biggest thing is just the vibrance of the characters.
oh
But
yeah, we like being like colorful and like,
yeah, because
like,
there's not
recently.
much.
Oh yeah.
There's not. I can't. I was thinking of inspirations, and it's on the screen right now. Aesthetic inspirations, and I can't think of anything that has super vibrant, like saturated characters. In terms of aliens, everything seems a little gritty, which isn't bad. But I want the world to be gritty, not the actual like characters.
Yeah, you want the characters to be like fun and like out there.
Like, I don't mind that. Yeah, they're
like,
aliens. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, they're aliens. Like if you saw like Rhea's recent post, she did a bunch of references of the boys. I'm gonna be doing the girls because Rhea can't do girls. It's
I'll
out of her
pull it up.
zone.
I have it saved right now. I fucking absolutely.
Yeah, and like fucking like she also did a silhouette. Oh, you saved. She also did a silhouetted version. Like you can tell from their silhouettes that they're all very different and very.
Bro, I went through your Tumblr and saved every single reference I fucking liked. So don't worry about that.
Oh, that's some old art. Dude, do you even have my Animal Crossing mayor?
Yes, I love the hair. It's such a good idea.
Yeah. Fucking God.
Oh,
look at my door.
I don't know. Okay,
dude,
this is something else.
If you scroll down, that purple mantis is actually from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, not him. That's Commander Cosmo from Steam Powered Giraffe.
See, I didn't know how much was you, and I was like, I don't want to find where this is from.
Well, if you check the tags, like that's fan art, and there's actually a not safe for work version that got taken down when Tumblr did the porn purge.
For a second, I was like, I clicked on it, I checked if it was still up, and it wasn't, and I was a little sad.
Yeah, that's Tumblr's fault because they took away our porn. So I can't post dicks there.
True. For sure, stuff like Chicken Steve. I think
Chicken
would
Steve,
be fun. Dude. Okay, I love this.
Yeah, I think a good basis for aliens is like take animal and then like humanize it and maybe change around some of the features.
I just want to say I'm not a furry, but
yeah,
but
you gotta admit,
good.
Like fucking. It's a good base, like
it's very good. I love it. I don't know if she's part of Space Baby, but that's fucking.
She is part of Space Baby. She's just a very minor character that we've done nothing with.
Well,
but
if you wouldn't mind me borrowing.
Hold on, let me see. You don't got a pick. Oh wait, yeah, you'd have a Angel and Neve up there, the shark and the
Yeah.
No, scroll up at the very top. Yeah, Angel and Neve. Neve is actually kind of like I think Rhea was going for like a sort of rhino look, and we would call him like a fucking chubby unicorn, which is what people call rhinos.
Angel.
So like we just went with that, but it's obvious he's an alien, and like you wouldn't think rhino. Like,
sure, exactly, yeah. Nah, anything saved here is, I love it, honestly. Bean. Bean is fucking fantastic.
Bean? They're from Outer Side, definitely. Fucking Bean's the little ship doctor on this pirate ship that's in Outer Side.
And then I think was Cyclone the first Outer Side thing? Because you wrote that it was.
No, Cyclone and Space Baby.
Or sorry, Space Baby.
Yeah.
Because you guys watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cyclone and Jay, which is the big reddish guy with blue hair. It started off with those two. That's how Space Baby started off. Because we were watching Space Dandy, and then Quinn came into the mix, and like I said again, shit snowballed because we kept coming up with scenarios for them to be in, and then we had to add more characters, and we kept adding characters and building up this world.
Yeah, I read I think you wrote that you guys watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and that also like
Yeah, we
inspired me.
watched Guardians of the Galaxy and we watched Space
Yeah,
Dandy, which were the two main
I need to
like
watch Space Dandy.
inspirations for Space Baby.
I feel like Space Dandy is actually very close to this aesthetic. I saw like maybe a couple of screenshots, but I haven't not
Yeah.
watched that. But yeah, just anything
I would
here.
say so. Space
That's fuck.
like Space Dandy like fucking is very like creative, especially when they do different animation styles for special. Oh, Ika.
I like him.
Yeah, that's OKKO OC I made. I thought he'd be fun.
It's a great design. I love it so much. And then I realized some of them that I like the most were the the October monster ones. Monstober.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Fucking
Yeah.
those were really fun, and it's like
I think we could do something
Yeah.
with the Gegamon. I was thinking like maybe adding one Gegamon, like which one? And I think the Leotian
yeah,
one.
like in the background to like
I mean, just
that'd be very cool.
I think just redesigning it to maybe be more humanoid in a way. I don't know. But I love
yeah,
the colors. I love the face. So I think reworking that would be good.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking the stray cat from JoJo. It was
I don't know
Yeah.
shit about JoJo.
yeah. We should watch JoJo sometime. I think you'd like JoJo. It's very it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely talk about this more on the art stream probably.
Yeah. Oh god, freaking Quinn's old design. She's got a new updated design where she looks more like uh I don't know what I was going. I guess I was going for like some kind of I don't know what I was going for with Quinn. Like
I don't
oh,
think
fuck,
you
who's
have to
spamming
really
me?
go with anything. You just looks good.
Yeah. I guess it's like, oh, fucking, what if I add this and I just keep adding on more stuff till something works?
See, and then it's like so the pink monkey and then this Cyclops grass guy were like the two in my head.
Macau. Fucking, yeah, Rhea
Yeah.
designed Macau. Like, I fucking love his design
So
very much.
good. So like solid designs, man. Honestly.
Oh, yeah. You should have seen, like the first iteration of him. Like, he was similar, but he was, like, brown with bright green hair, and he kind of looked like a palm tree. But then she leaned more towards the mushroom aesthetic, and I like that more, like the mushroom and the roots.
Honestly, like really any of these. I mean, fuck it, like all of them. Yeah, they fit. It's like it's such a interesting universe. You know.
Thank you. We try. Like we both love designing characters, so yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what. I think I guess did we agree on something where, same universe but completely new characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like fucking that works. Like
I mean, do you
even
guys?
if you want, I can probably get Rhea to come on for like
Yeah, I was
like
actually
help
thinking
with
about
character
that.
designs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, other than like character and relationship stuff, have you guys thought about like world building further, like how tech works, or how?
Kind of. We mainly went with let's take this item and just make it space themed.
Sure.
Like fucking like all the cigarettes are electronic, but they give off this like glittery pink like smoke that's very pretty.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking like
Right.
it's lazy.
No, it's not fucking lazy. It's different. Interesting. No, that's great. Because that's the thing. It's like we could do this from scratch, but if there's ideas like that where you guys have, we could just put that in as an item or something. Like that's not, you know.
Oh hell yeah! Like if Rhea would be down for it, like I think she would too, as long as we like tweaked it enough to where like
Yeah.
if Space Baby does get like adapted into a comic, which is probably not going to be a while because we're doing Outer Side, then we don't want people to like look at your thing and then just be like, oh, the fucking this comic copied you, or they look at your thing and then this game copied you. It's like,
Yeah, I guess.
no.
Yeah, I mean, then you just promote it as from the universe of Space
We're just
Baby.
promoting each other.
No, I mean, hell yeah, cross promote that shit.
Hell yeah.
If I market this enough, which I doubt I will, but if I do, then it gets like a little bit of traction. Yeah, I'll promote
that would
you
be
guys.
great. Like
That's not an issue in the slightest. Yeah, honestly, like, and then that did make me think about like the business side, and it's like if I were to ever publish this
Yeah.
physically, how would that go? Like, it's such a fucking pain. I don't want to even think about it.
Yeah. I'm not very business
I
savvy.
mean,
Like,
we need a lawyer in here.
need a lawyer.
But I think the best way to clear away from that is it's your style of art, so of course you're credited. I mean, you're the one drawing.
Yeah.
But we're not taking any OCs already made, just ideas. Like could we do
We're
races?
just doing like the aesthetic. Like
Yeah. Like this rainbow lizard dude, like
it doesn't.
could you
Like
do his
fucking
race but it's not him, or is that still infringing? For you, in your opinion?
what? Um like we could do like if doing his species, I think that would be kind of infringing.
Hmm.
Like, but we can do like something similar.
That's the thing. It's like, where's the line here? It's like, if you change his colorful thing, well, it's
yeah,
still the
like
same species. If you change how tall he is it's
we probably have to like maybe change height, change some proportions. Like, if we just take it that it's a colorful lizard, then
You know what?
like
If that's the
I
case,
think that's generic
I
enough.
I trust that we can both come up with like wildly different character designs. We shouldn't even
Hell
like
yeah.
be thinking about like this, because if you start thinking
Right.
about like these characters too much, then it's gonna stick in your head, and like you might actually like
True,
repeat
true.
elements. So just like wipe that off the board. I trust your skills,
Oh, thank
but
you.
just I just like the
Thank you for trusting
vibrancy.
me with this.
I like the tech, of course, man. Why wouldn't I trust you? You've shown time and time again that you're very capable.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, okay. So that I definitely just wanted to talk about that, just to clear that up before we started anyway.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, just the aesthetic of the vibrant. I read it here. Vibrant character designs in a drab, kind of realistic world,
Yeah.
right? And in my mind,
Okay,
like,
I think that would really make them like pop off if like
yeah. And there was a one guy, Kos.
yeah. That's Rey's design again.
So that's like I'm looking at his cybernetic arm, right? And I could
Mhm.
definitely see that as being something like a wealthy person has.
Oh,
There's
definitely. Koss,
Yeah.
he's one of the big bosses on
Right.
the planet they're on. So he works in gun trade and stuff, and so he has the money to get really a really expensive like arm attached to him.
But if we're thinking like a random bar somewhere, just a shitty planet, it's like the arm would be like a shitty scrap from like some broken down.
Oh yeah, like
but it still
would be
works.
like rods connected. It wouldn't
Yeah.
like be that humanoid.
But it still works. But it just looked goddamn.
Yeah.
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 One of the biggest inspirations for me is Treasure Planet. I fucking love
Oh
that
fuck
movie.
yeah, I love that's such a good fucking movie.
And
back
just
when Disney was
Ugh.
like doing experimental stuff, like
and what's his name? The captain guy, not Blackbeard.
oh, I know who you're talking about. Fuck. I can't remember. It's been forever since oh, there's the big titty fetish art.
Hey. Wait, what? What? Where? I missed it.
We're quickly scrolling.
Look, oh, there it is. What the fuck, dude? Alright. But yeah, just like him, just how the arm is so like, it's kind of in proportion,
Yeah.
but at the same time it's not, and it's kind of rough and rusty, but at the same, like,
Yeah.
I
But it's
love that.
functional. It's
Yeah.
functional. It's not super high tech, but it's functional.
So basically,
For what he needs.
this, but less brown, more pinks, basically, right? We're doing vibrant colors, but also, and then also tone down the pirate aspect and more of a just
Yeah.
like Mandalorian, like post-war kind of spacey. I don't know. But
I
fuck,
still need to watch The Mandalorian.
you should. It's fucking great.
I know I should. Like fuck. There's so much stuff I gotta watch. Like.
All right.
Why do you keep going back to the big titty shit? I see you clicking clicking on that. I see you clicking on that.
I am looking. John Silver, that's his name. Man, and
John Silver. He was the cook. He wasn't the captain.
True.
He was the cook. Yeah. He tried to stage a coup, I think, at one point.
Yeah, honestly, it reminds me so much of One Piece.
It does.
I don't know how far you are now, but yeah.
Fucking right past the Sky Island arc. I need to get back up on that.
So you met Blackbeard, right?
What?
Blackbeard?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Shit.
Marshall D. Teach. He's the guy that said people's dreams never end. He was the dude with the cherry pies.
I don't think I got to that part.
You know what? That's fine. And I don't want to spoil Oil.
Yeah, don't spoil.
Don't worry about it.
You're like the fucking One Piece, like, fucking master over here.
Encyclopedia. Yeah.
And you're just gonna start info dumping on shit that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, no. Fucking the newest episode is like one of the most important episodes, and it's literally animated like a movie. They fucking did such a good job with it.
Fuck, I need to catch up.
Yeah, it's a good time. Anyway.
No spoilers, only on Ep 38.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude. I didn't say anything. I keep going to my Discord.
I said it.
Okay, anyway, we should kind of... Unless there's... I don't know, do you have any questions for me before I...
I guess the only question is, like, how big I would need to make the images, like, or
Good
will
question.
you, like, scale that down, like...
And that's what today's stream is for. We are going to...
Yeah.
In Tabletop Simulator. Let me actually start this and not just talk. Actually... I do want to look at...
Why are my...
Yep. So first we're going to take a look at my other game in the works for a while, because that's the one where I got inspiration for the transparent background. Here. Now, is this a tile or a card?
Yeah, it's that game that you're
Yes.
making.
And I was supposed to make another deck, and I kind of didn't do.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, it's fine, but I should be finishing my shit. See, the transparent background allows this to connect like this. Or...
Oh, that's cool.
God, I forgot how to flip. Without the need of having a consistent background is basically the point.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured that out because it was in the newest update, and then I realized, like, hey, I could do this for this game. It would be perfect.
Woo.
Now what am I trying to custom? So it is a custom card. I just made it into a hex, but it can be rectangle. And then all you need is a PNG image. It's really that easy.
That easy.
Perfect. I just wanted to check if it was a card or a tile, because that's two very different things. How do I use this? I guess, I don't know how long this is going to take me, so I'll just show you this first. So, I just did a little sketchy here.
Uh-huh.
And this is an example of the dynamic poses I was thinking of. So, today I was really thinking, like, how much should dynamic poses really interact with each other? It basically means that if you had two NPC cards beside each other, how would they look, right? And certain ones, if at the same location, might actually, like, look like they're interacting in some way. Okay?
Okay.
But...
So you don't want them to just be, like, freaking...
like, of course, there's leaning, sitting.
Still.
Yeah, exactly. Like, some of them could be more dynamic. So, like, we have this little dude here. This is a quick sketch of a little tentacle guy. And he has his tentacle wrapped around something, right? So I'm thinking every single location should incentivize each pose in a sense where we know how many sitting guys we're going to have. So it's a good idea to have that at least that many places to sit, right?
Yeah.
Or something to grab or something to just like in the location. Of course, we're going to have those details anyway just to fill it out a bit more. But then I mean, it could be both ways where we think of the item first and then the pose later, or pose first, item later. That's going to be just in the process. But either way, we got this tentacle guy. That's one dude.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the big boy pink ape guy.
Is that supposed to be Jesse?
Sure. And we got this little scared dude. And then we got this lamp. Right. So I'm thinking the location should give at least one item for the thing to interact with, which means either body leaning, body sitting, hand touching, eyes looking, right? Something.
Yeah.
And then there should also be a domino effect between the characters. So, for example, this dude, right? Tentacle boy, he could be beside little small boy, and then turns out, oh no, he's holding up little small boy. Look at that. All you do is put the transparent card of tentacled man on top of little small boy, position it just right, and now it's dynamic. They're interacting.
Okay.
Right. Or if there's nothing to interact with in terms of characters, he could be holding the lamp. He'd just be touching that lamp, cradling the lamp, and it looks natural to the pose.
Yeah.
It's a dynamic pose. Now, the domino effect, what I'm saying is, Tentacle Boy is interacting with Small Boy. That's a one-way interaction. But now, who else could be interacting with Small Boy? Well, we could have a dude pointing a gun at Small Boy.
Oh shit!
It's the same reaction from Small Boy. It's just a different dude. So now we have two separate characters interacting with the same one character. So that's a domino. And now maybe someone else will be affected by the gun guy, and then that guy will be affected by another guy. So you have kind of a dynamic on two sides, right? And I think that's enough to think about.
Yeah.
Poor Small Boy. And then maybe even Tentacle Boy.
Poor Small Boy. He's having a rough day.
Tentacle Boy and Jesse might be getting in a fight, but Tentacle Man, he's kind of gonna get roughed up if he starts choking Jesse like that. It's a little...
Jesse kind of likes getting choked, though.
I was gonna say, it might be a little kinky. There we go, we're in the same brain space. Yeah, so that's the thing, basically. Tentacle Boy will either have Jesse or Small Boy, and then Small Boy either has Tentacle or Gun, and then Gun has either Small Boy or someone else. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking. And it doesn't have to be too complicated. There was...
Yeah.
I was also thinking of, like, should there be factions? And I don't think so. I think that's diving a little too deep.
Yeah, it's a little messy.
That could get messy for sure. But
especially if we have, like, multiple characters and stuff, like...
Yes. But I'm thinking maybe there's a couple characters that just have the same symbol, And if they're beside each other, it could look like they're interacting. Like maybe they're cheersing their drinks, or maybe they're just like talking to each other. I don't know. But it no matter where you're gonna put this character, it will fit somewhere visually. And I think that's gonna look good. It's gonna make the world feel nice and real.
Like little arm boy, maybe like fucking like you said with all the other stuff, like he's getting gun pointed, he's being held up. Maybe when he's standing like this, maybe he has like a box over his head, like he's lifting something heavy.
Maybe he's hanging from the ceiling because he's a crazy little fucker.
Yeah, like he's hanging from the ceiling.
So now here's another thing, because one of the notes from last time, I didn't want... So I was thinking, okay, the only NPCs are going to be bounties, right? But then I was thinking, well... The further you play, the less people there's going to be. If all of them you're going after them, it's going to get emptier and emptier, and that's going to feel weird. It's going to feel weird. So I was thinking, okay, well, we'll have, let's say, 12 targets and 12 civilians, right? And then that went on a tangent of like, well, then we're going to have different scenarios for civilians versus different scenarios for targets, and that's fine. But then I thought, fuck, man. we're gonna have so many good character designs, and and we could, to make a character feel more real, you could have him sipping a juice box. We could have Jesse sipping a juice box on his NPC like visual, but then on his bounty poster, he's ripping into flesh, looking like a mad ape. And that's the diversity where you're hunting down this ape that it's like a cannibal, but then you find him and he's just sipping a juice box by the bar.
He's just a normal ass dude. That's what I'm saying. They took a picture of him at like a bad time.
Exactly, and that's that One Piece like perception versus reality,
Yeah, because like fucking. Yeah, I get what. Fuck, I'm bad at like saying my thought. Like, that one meme where it's like it's media and there's like a little broadcaster thing and it looks like the guy is stabbing the thing, like the other person, but when you like fucking zoom out, it turns out fucking like the guy is actually running away and the other guy is trying to stab him. Exactly. It's like that.
It's what is shown versus what is real, and that adds a lot to the character. I think it's you could show two sides of a character. It could show how mysterious.
Like, he's not going to be raging and like going around tearing up people 24/7. Like, he's probably just going to be chilling.
Huh.
Like, he's probably like got shit to do. He's not going to be like aggro the whole time.
Exactly. And there could be some crazies. We could have some aggro people.
Some crazies.
That's fine.
Like,
it's fine. Well, we could have like a dude kissing another dude on his wanted poster. I don't know.
Places where dudes are kissing dudes and you can't find him. Turns out he's just like fucking, like he's like getting groceries for his grandma or something.
That'd be hilarious.
You're looking in the wrong place.
That'd be hilarious if one wanted poster was like a guy's face and then half of another guy's face, and then the other one is the opposite, where it's the other guy's face and half of this guy's face. like they just cropped it. So that'd be funny. They just cropped. It's like the same picture. They just cropped it. That'd be a really fucking fuck. I should write that down. But basically, what that did is I'm like, well, if we have 12 civilians, then those civilians won't have those bounty posters. But why can't you just limit while you're playing? Just say out of these 24 wanted posters, you only use 12, and then it even adds more randomness to every playthrough. Because then you won't have the same bounty posters each playthrough.
Real.
Right. So I think I did. There's some statistics I did off stream, just kind of counting, and I think 12 targets when there's 24 cards. Okay, so there's 24 NPCs in the deck, but then you're using 4, 8, 12, 16 on the board at once. 4 of those are hidden because you need intel to find them, so there's 3 visible on each location, and then there's 8 left over. And each time you reset it, there's at least one. From what I've done, there's at least one every time that would be on the wanted board to go after. I need to dig deeper into like that. That's more player testing stuff of like how often shit appears, how engaged you are to go after stuff.
Yeah.
But from what I'm looking
about how long the rounds are gonna last. Like.
I think that's fine. The basic loop right now is there's 4 wanted posters up at a time. Those are public, so each player can see them. Which means you can all go after the same guy if you want, right? Which I think is adds more competition too.
Yeah. Gets people more competitive.
Exactly. You roll your dice, you move depending on the number, and then you actually decide to encounter who you want to. Okay, so you can like steal or interrogate a civilian without going after an encounter. I think is a good idea. I don't like forcing people to do stuff unless it's the point. Right. I always like player choice. And I was thinking with the resetting, because this is a very important part, I was thinking if you encounter a target, then the planet resets, but if you bring the bounty, basically when you catch someone or kill someone, you have to bring them into the center of the board, the system center, to get their actual bounty price or whatever. right? That would kind of
Okay.
notify the entire system that some dude got caught. Like, you wouldn't find out just because they shot a dude in a bar on a planet, but once his bounty
Yeah.
like is officially gone, it's like, oh shit. So then that's when everything resets. Because I don't want
Ah.
I was thinking of it of everything resetting as soon as you encounter someone, or like at the end of the turn when you encounter someone. But then I feel like if let's say Chan is going after a dude, but then I encounter a dude, he fucks up his roll, he doesn't get there in time. It's just gonna frustrate him that it's resetting every time, like right in front of his nose. You know. But at least if you're bringing that bounty back, then there's a bit of time for you to decide what you want to do. I think is good. Anyway, these are just... I shouldn't be going this deep right now. But yeah. Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, I was replying to Rhea.
No problem.
Like, yeah.
So yes, let's get Tentacle Boy and all that into a brand new.
I see that One Piece.
Oh yeah, my card game. Yeah, I worked really hard on it last year. It was one of the projects I wanted to release, but that's I mean, we're talking about IP stuff and like getting lawyers. Like, that's something like, even as a fan game, like Shueisha's going after motherfuckers on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of hard work. I don't want that shit to be taken down and get like said I'm monetizing. You know, it is fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to talk about something off topic just as I do this?
Fucking, I'm playing Animal Crossing right now. I'm terraforming my island.
Poggers.
Fucking, yeah, poggers. Fucking making it look nice, making it look presentable. Fucking.
Dude, I have gotten Animal Crossing when it was popular.
It's hard to say because like past games, like if you know anything about Animal Crossing and if you played the past games, playing this while there's like a lot of nice like things added for convenience, there's also things that they took away that like really sucks. Like the multiplayer on here sucks now because they don't have, because before in New Leaf you had this island where you could play mini games with people and earn tokens and shit, and that was super fun. On this they don't got that shit. Multiplayer is basically you going to another person's island and doing fuck all. Like,
True.
just hanging out on their island, and like that gets boring quick. And then they make like so many stuffs just tedious, especially with the crafting, like crafting one thing at a time, and like fucking it's like it's like they took some step forwards and a few steps back, especially with the characters. Like, they're all very generic. They all like have just repeated dialogue. And in the old games, they used to be very like, they had a lot of personality. They would say weird stuff. Some of them were a little rude. Now they're just like, everyone's so super nice, and it's just boring. It's basically you're collecting now villagers just because they look good, not because like, yeah, you enjoy them. Like fucking, like Pee-wee's my favorite goddamn Animal Crossing character. The only reason why I have him on my island is because he's my favorite, and then just to like interact with them and hear him say the same shit over and over, it's like, why do I bother having you on my island? I love you, but you're like, they fucking, they made you so boring.
They neutered you.
Look at what they've done to my boy.
No, for
Like,
sure. I think I was hyped
yeah.
for Animal Crossing, even though I didn't
Yeah.
know much about it, because I wanted like
Yeah.
a town building sim, right?
Yeah, and I do like the building prospect. Like, I think it's fun, like how much like stuff they've added to like let you make these amazing islands. Like I'm having fun with the terraforming and like building shit, but fucking, it's like fucking. If it's something like if you watch playthroughs and if it's something you think you'd like, then get it. But fucking no, there are flaws compared to other Animal Crossing games that did a lot of things better.
See, the one thing that I didn't know though is I thought you collect all the villagers. I didn't know there was a limit. And honestly, that's the biggest thing that made me not want to buy it.
How are you supposed to have? There's so many villagers. How are you supposed to have that many villagers on one island?
I didn't know that was. I didn't know there was that many. I worked for Nintendo. I knew there were the playing cards. Yeah, I was just gonna throw that in there. I knew there were the playing cards, and I thought that's like how you get maybe rarer ones. I thought it was kind of like Pokemon, honestly. Which was the thing that kind of.
Honestly, the whole rarity with like villagers is like kind of stupid. It's like. Fucking like let's take Raymond. He's not like something super rare and super amazing that you strive for. It's just a lot of people liked his design and a lot of people memed his design, so he got popular and now everybody wants him. Like
okay.
Fucking
I see.
Like you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Like there's no such thing as rarity. Like fucking well, in a way, like because you go to you use Nook Mile tickets to go to like different islands. Like if you have space in your town, you go to a Nook Mile ticket, go to an island and like find a random villager. And here's the thing, there are only 3 octopus villagers, so they will show up more often on your like Nook Mile islands than they would a cat villager, because cat villagers like there are a lot of them, so they don't want to like right. Fuck it. It's rare for them to show up.
It's like by so species.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the more species there are, the less they will show up on Nook Mile islands. So people will be like hoarding Nook Mile tickets to like they'll be going to like thousands of islands just to get this one villager that rarely shows up because they're in a huge pool in their species. So people are like, oh, they're super rare, and then that like puts on this fake stamp of rarity on them. That they're worth more than a fucking octopus, which is not. It's not true. Like, it's fucking you're putting that on them.
I think one of the things that
it's just stupid. Like,
I think you talked about this, the islands, right? Like you can go to islands. For some reason, I thought you could like, I don't know if I just misunderstood the advertising. But I thought maybe you could own those islands or also build on those islands.
Oh no. Okay, so there's your island, there are other people's islands, and then there are Nook Mile islands where you can you can get resources, you can get like certain fish that's like all year round instead of just in certain months. You can get villagers if you have space in your town. And like there's some rare islands like Money Rock Island, which is like an island with money rocks that give bells, like a sane amount of bells. That's one of the rare islands. There's a bamboo island. There's I heard there's this island that when you hit the rocks, they have gold nuggets, which is a very valuable resource to make golden like tools.
Right.
I haven't found that island yet. It's very rare, but some people have found that island. There was a flower hybrid island, and like because there is breeding, like flower breeding in Animal Crossing in order to get more colors and stuff, and some colors are harder to get than others. And like then there was this rare Nook Mile island that had those hybrids, but I think they took it out or something because like no one's been able to like find it again for a while. Like I don't know. I need to check like updates on like people who data mine like the game to see what's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest, because then like I think that then made more sense for me, where it's like, oh, you can get everyone, because then you can just maybe split them up into different islands, and like everyone has a little place to be.
Yeah, that would actually be super cool if you had multiple islands, like.
Dude, here in
the
what's up?
The sucky thing about Animal Crossing it's not like one island per like save or cartridge. It's one island per switch, and if I remember right, they did that on the Nintendo DS too. Like you only get one island, and if you wanted to make a new island, you'd have to get a whole new switch. If you have like a second character on your current file, if you make a second character, they will join your island that you've already made it. They won't be able to get their own island, and that's really stupid. Like, I wish they would change that. Like,
For sure. Yeah, just the limit. I think it's what, 7? 7's the limit
7 for what?
per character.
Villagers? No, you get in this game you get 10 villagers. And then plus any like you can get up to 4 player character
Like
homes.
I get it's like a Pokemon party. Like these are the guys you got. These are your boys. But as like,
these are my boys.
as a new player, I don't want to go through a wiki and like figure out before I start playing the game like who I want. You know, it should be more natural.
But that's the fun of it. Yeah, like you can like I
guess.
already knew like which Animal Crossing characters I went because I have their amiibo cards. So I moved them in first, and then I just let the rest like come in naturally. And I've actually gotten some like Animal Crossing characters that I liked a lot, so I ended up buying their cards. So like if I have them move out later, then I can just move them back in later. Like if I'm missing them.
I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah.
So you're kind of it's the Pokemon aspect is outside of the game. It's with the fucking cards.
Kind of like.
I don't know, that's smart marketing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's definitely incentive. Is it random packs?
Yeah, the packs. It's like opening
Jesus
booster packs. Like you
fucking
don't know
Christ.
who you're gonna get.
Oh, they're so
Or
smart.
if you go on eBay and buy their card, like, oh, it's so ridiculous. Like people are trying to, like I said, Raymond, who's the new cat that everyone got obsessed with, and now he's super popular, so people like want him. People are trying to claim that he has a card. He doesn't have a card. So people are saying, "Oh, I'll sell you his card," trying to scam people out of like a lot of money. Like it's so fucking, so fucking stupid. Like, at least last time I checked, he didn't have a card. I didn't know if they made like new cards out yet. Like, yeah.
Oh man. Other than that, how's commissions and shit going?
It's going good. I was supposed to get paid on Saturday because I work with this guy that was recommended, that my brother recommended him to me. And I've been making like album art covers for his like single songs and stuff. Yeah. He's great to work with. He's very creative. Recently, actually I probably shouldn't say this because that's like his business. Like,
Yeah.
fucking something happened. And he said, "Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna get you the money by Saturday." Saturday rolls around. I didn't get the money yet, so I haven't sent out like the art merch that he wants for his like clothing and stuff. So yeah, like and I don't want to bother him because like fucking something happened to him, and like I feel like I'd be bothering him because it's like it was something really serious.
For sure.
Like, so I'm just like waiting, giving him time. Like I'm not gonna like,
Yeah, I get it.
you know.
I get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. So yeah, that's going good. And I also got you remember Gloomy, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Gloomy? Yeah. She wanted me to make her a live 2D model.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be making that, and in exchange, she's giving me her old VR set.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I want to work on that commission so bad, but she's like, "No, not yet, not until I send out the VR kit." And like, it's like, I want to work on it though. Let me work on it right now. And she's like, "No, wait till I send it to you and stuff. I just need to clean it up and send it out." And I'm just here waiting,
As like the
drowning in my creative juices because I want to get started on that, but I have to wait because she doesn't want me to start on it yet.
Is that just payment, or do you actually need that?
Yeah, that's gonna be the payment, the VR headset for a live 2D model, which I think is a really good deal.
Why can't you start now though?
Because she wants me to wait until she like like it's like
The
she's
fuck?
paying me first before I get started.
But if you
Like,
got, yeah, but as a creative, like I get that you can't. It's like holding in a shit. Like you can't do that.
it's holding in the shit. She's making me hold in my shit right now. And then once I get that thing, I'm gonna fucking diarrhea all over my art program.
Poggers.
I'm just gonna let it all. Poggers. You can't say poggers anymore.
I can't say PogChamp because it's poggers.
Oh, right.
Although I think, did they change PogChamp or no?
Yeah, apparently they want to implement this thing someone suggested where the PogChamp will change to a different face.
Are they
Like,
actually gonna do that
randomly,
though? Because I heard of
or,
that,
like,
but
fucking, I don't know. They responded to the person about the idea and like, yeah, we want to do that. So I don't know what they do. Let me see who's the current
wait,
PogChamp.
is that official?
Oh yeah, that. Okay, so that's the current PogChamp right now. Last time it was an Asian lady I saw, so I guess they did implement that thing that they
Maybe it's
replied
daily.
to.
That'd be interesting if it was daily changed.
Yeah, I guess it is a daily change because last time it was an Asian lady. I think it was yesterday. It was an Asian lady, so I think they did implement it, which I think is kind of cool. Like,
what are you thinking? Are you talking about DevStream? Like what people are typing in DevStream?
yeah, I was in DevStream and someone put PogChamp, and it was like an Asian lady.
Was it
It was like some
PogChamp?
Asian.
Because it could have been another. Because like Pog.
No,
Pog,
it was Twitch. It was the Twitch
it?
Global
Okay.
thing.
Cool.
It was an emote from Twitch, and it was an Asian lady, and now it's like this dude. Who's an Asian guy. Is it only Asians? Wait, are they only picking Asians?
Asian representation.
Asian representation.
I mean, what's his name was. The original was Asian, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So keep it.
I'm still
keep with
sad
the
about that, because
What?
Like, I didn't know who the guy was, and I had so many good memories, using that and spamming that in chat, and now that I know who the guy is, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to spam that shit anymore. This guy's a dickhead.
I mean, he's been crazy for a while, though. It's just like ignorance is bliss, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's funny because I saw him, like, a year or two ago, and he already looked crazy. Like, he looked so rough and just, like, balding.
Didn't he shaved it into, a really weird mohawk, but his head is, super square-shaped from the front.
So I was already like, oh, PogChamp guy's going through some shit. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him that got him to this point, but, fucking shit, man, that's rough. That's fucking rough.
It is indeed rough.
Fucking... Hold on, I need to put in more fucking juice. I'm all out.
Alright.
Okay. Wait, how come, the little wiggly arm guy, why isn't he purple anymore? Why is he white? Why'd you make him white for?
It's light. It's the lighting. Well, they're all whiter. than...
The lighting whitewashed him.
It's like the closer than it may seem, whiter than it may seem.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh fuck, I got shooting stars. Pog. Pogo.
That's the basic idea there. It works pretty fucking well. There is a bit of a border if you look from the side, but I think that...
yeah, but it's not noticeable. It's not that noticeable. It might be some pixels that you missed, on the edge when selecting the white part.
I think it is an anti-aliasing within Tabletop Simulator itself.
That sucks.
Yeah. Because I know the other
Yeah, that's kind of... Oh, yeah, it's the shadow of the card.
Yeah.
The card has depth.
There's
Depth.
Depth.
Depth. I hate English.
Depth.
Why is deaf and deaf such close words?
Deaf and depth.
Deaf and deaf.
Depth.
Deaf.
We'll spit
It's
take
so
on
fucking
camera.
stupid.
Is your camera? Yeah, see the thing is you can't really, there's not more options with the cards. There's an option with, actually.
Like, there's no option to turn that little side shadow off.
Maybe you
Like,
can change the, huh? Huh? Might have done it. I think I did it. But it's so scuffed. Ah.
oh, that's a lot better. Yeah.
I mean, it took away the side, but it didn't change anything with the
Yeah.
anti-aliasing. But it did take away the side. I don't know.
Well, maybe the art will distract from that. Like,
No, I mean for sure. Also, I don't know what resolution. If you look at it from far away, it's.
yeah.
And if anything, just complain to Tabletop Simulator. Hey, update your shit. Alright, so. Okay, so now with the locations. See, these cards were specifically, like, I already knew because of the One Piece cards, I already knew the dimensions for that.
Yeah, so you know how that works now.
So I just put that in the dimensions, but now for like a bigger location thing, I need a custom board. Ooh, custom, no, not custom PDF.
Is it tile?
It might be tile. Tiles are thick.
Oh.
Isn't a bad thing.
Like, can you customize the tile size? Like,
I think so. I think tiles. So the weird thing with tiles is that you can't put a. I don't think the top and the bottom image, if they're not the same shape, then they don't match. Right?
Well, so we really have to chop up the backgrounds to like put them together like a puzzle.
I'll just show you. I'll just see if this works. If I'm
All right.
saying it correctly. Thickness, stackable, stretch to aspect ratio. Well, that should be. I have to look at my other. Could have sworn the tiles could also have invisible background. Let's do more tests. What this is for? Is this the test?
More tests. Yeah.
There's tiles and then there's tokens, and that might be what.
That's much bigger. I like that.
Well, I mean, you can increase the size either way.
Oh yeah.
And just keep it, yeah. That's not the issue. The issue is the transparency.
Oh.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, why is it so? What? Perfect. Nice, like a solid thing. Got some weight to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing with this is that you can have transparency on this, but you can't have different images on the front or back, which is an issue in one of my other games because let's say I have a little sushi, right? I wanted one side of the sushi to be not cooked and then the other side to be burnt, right? And because it was a sushi, it had to have transparency because it's not like a full circle. But I couldn't do both of those things, which is why I put that project on hold until maybe we'll get an update that you can do that.
Yeah.
With this update, let's just do this. So I'm happy with that. How do we increase scale?
So do you want like a daytime setting on the front and a nighttime setting on the back or something?
Ooh. Actually, I mean, because I wanted this to be modular anyway,
Yeah.
and this is not like this is something for the future maybe. But if we were to add more locations, we could just put it on the front and the back instead of having completely separate locations.
Having multiple like things, we can just flip it.
Yeah, yeah. So instead of, and that could be for, I'm just thinking about physical release too. Like instead of having 4 separate location cards, or 8, have 4 double-sided ones.
Yee,
That's a good idea.
that'll work.
Right. So
It'll make less clutter on the thing.
For sure.
Jesse.
Now I'm just thinking how big. Like, so when I was doing the paper prototype, and I wrote this in my notes, it was squashed just because of the size of my desk. So, but that did tell me about like a movement spacing. Like I would want from the system center to a planet be 5 spaces, because then when you roll a 6, it feels good. You're not like stuck midway. But then I was talking about math, and I was doing like, wait, Pythagoras' theorem, if it's a triangle, then the hypotenuse is larger than the sides.
Yeah.
So then it can't be 5 and 5 and 5. It has to be 5 and 5 and like 7. Which is interesting, because it actually, even though it's more spaces to go from planet to planet without going to the center, it's still less spaces than going to the center and then to another planet, right? So there is incentive there. I was also thinking of putting like maybe random encounters in the middle of that, so like at space 4.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like keep them entertained. You talked about that last time.
Exactly. And then the back of the card being a spaceship, so that like it fits as if like someone's flying through. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a real good idea.
A real good idea.
Real good idea.
But yeah, basically what I was saying is, should the cards be the same height as this location? It's kind of the thing I'm thinking about.
Probably not. Then that would kind of look awkward. Like,
I mean, it all depends on the art and the scaling of the art.
True.
But it is something we need to decide soon. Turned off his side, and now I can't see the fucking side of the card. Eh.
Where the hell is Pee-wee?
Small boy. Because that's the thing, it's like the scaling of the characters should be dependent on the art within the card. Like the card size isn't going to change, so the small boy will be small within the card itself, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's another thing I'm gonna have to think about too, like fucking scaling them within the drawings too, like fucking not having them all the same height and shit.
I mean, it's definitely a challenge for you to like make sure all of this like matches up.
Yeah.
But I think the outcome, no matter what, is gonna be.
Oh hell yeah.
Basically, I was thinking the location be 4 cards wide. I think that's. Because I don't think there should be more than. I think 4 is a good number to make something look populated. And I mean, like, this can go off. Like, we could put small boy up here. Like, it doesn't have to always be on the location. And again, this is something, it's not like important for the game. It's just important when you're playing. It's like, oh, it's fun.
It looks nice. It's
like playing with action figures. It's like, oh, put it here, like a little dollhouse. Just gonna come over and
Just playing with dolls.
exactly. And I love that. I kind of love that.
Yeah.
We do need to remember that everything is in front because it's not like we can put anything behind the location. So we can't have a bartender behind a bar because then the bar would be obscuring his legs. So there would have to be like a little opening to the bar where he would be standing outside the bar if he were to be standing there. All the people would be sitting in front of the table, like looking back or something, or sideways. You know, like just those little things to keep in mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely like this so far.
Yeah, it's looking good.
This test came out exactly how I want. It did. I don't know what merge distance is. How accurate it will try to trace your image. Lower equals more accurate and expensive. Higher equals less accurate. So like, I guess rendering, just rendering the image. You want to stand. No. Oh, stack. Oh. The lamp, just because. Won't be a card, but it's the test. Here. I know my drawings are shit. It's fine.
Hey, it gets the point across, and it like shows me what like you want to like do.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Ah, see. Okay, so the cards. There's a little tricky thing here. Even though the cards are transparent, if you stack them, you can't see them. You can stack them like a little bit, right? Like halfway.
Yeah.
But if you stack them fully, then it disappears. Just something to remember.
Well, that's annoying.
Unless, can I make it not stack?
Like, is there like an option for like the back of the card to make it transparent? Maybe that's the problem.
No, it should be see-through either way. You could probably make it so that doesn't. No, cards always stack because they're cards. Yeah, so you know, just not something like in front fully, I guess.
Yeah, like it's off to the side.
Yeah. So like this tentacle boy is off to the side, so he could be like, oh, lamp. Ooh, lamp. I touched the lamp.
Touch the lamp.
So
I want to make Small Boy a legit NPC. I'm in love with him.
See, and this is even funnier because like we have to remember all of these people have bounties. So even Small Boy has a bounty.
Even small, like what the fuck did this little boy do? What did this fucking tiny fuck do?
And it could be like, I was thinking of your OCs and I was like, well, some of these OCs, like they're probably not bad people, so they could still maybe have bounties for like revolutionary acts or like even like misdemeanor shit.
He's a tiny revolutionary. He's gonna overthrow the government. He tried to overthrow the government.
I was thinking, should that be written on the one and put like where should the lore be? That be written on the. I definitely want.
Then you would have to like establish like backstory for like other stuff. Like
which isn't. I mean, I love world building. I just wanted to more make sure like if you guys or if you wanted to roll world build specifically.
I could think of something.
But like, I mean,
I would think it's so funny if
yeah.
Small Boy had like a bunch of random shit like littering, loitering, and then you get to the next thing and it's like tried to stage a coup.
I mean, I'm just thinking like if that should be something written on the card, or if that's something we can write like on my website, or like I don't
It
know.
should be written on the card, like you like somewhere, like it has little facts,
On
like
on the card, I definitely because I mean this is something we need to think about in
yeah.
another stream, but just like what stats exactly. Let me pull up the design doc.
Is there any way to make it so when you click on them, it like shows like a little like dialogue box that we can put like info in?
There is actually.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do that then.
We could do that. Again, I try to think of these as if it were to ever be physical, like the least, like the transparency thing is already a hurdle I would have to go through. Like that's something that doesn't exist, So,
Mm-hmm.
but try to minimalize those hurdles as much as possible. But no, for sure we could do that. Where's the design doc?
If you're trying to think about the physical aspect of it, maybe like each like fucking character thing also comes with like a card that has that info. So
I mean,
you
it
just
would come
look
with
through
a
the deck.
booklet, little lore booklet, like I
Oh,
don't know,
booklet. Okay, the booklet can work.
any idea like that. But
As
yeah,
long as
no,
we
we
don't
could
lose those booklets.
definitely write. Yeah, true. We could definitely write that in the description. One. So for
So much fun.
wanted cards, for sure I want bounty price. I'm thinking infamy level is like top left. So UI and card design, I'm probably just gonna do that. I feel like
Okay, yeah.
much on your head already. And I mean once the base mechanics are done, I still want to be doing stuff. I don't want to just like
Oh,
give it
true.
to you. I'll definitely work on how the cards look and how the symbols and stuff will be. So infamy value top left, and then I'm thinking attack and defense and speech. But I don't know. So the only time you're ever going to attack someone is if they're wanted, right? Because that's going to be within target encounters. Like you're not going to attack a citizen.
True. Unless you're an asshole.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't think that should be an option. Unless honestly, it would be one of those things where it's like instead of the character's attack level, it would be like if your attack is over this, then you were successful in like stealing something or like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it would still use your level, but I don't want to put. I don't want to put that information on these cards that we're looking at right now with the transparency. It should just be the dude and then maybe a nameplate. Like there shouldn't be any more information on that. And the back can't have it. Yeah, speech level, I think see, speech is the weird thing where I feel like that is important for civilians. And I'm probably just that might just be the same thing where it's like your speech level is over this. There was one scenario I was thinking of where it's like, because I do want some dialogue, and it's just like incessant screeching, and it's like this alien doesn't understand, or you don't understand this alien, or whatever, or however we refer to them as. And then it's like, well, let's say you have an exotic translator item that like translates.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ancient languages, and it's like if you have like over this amount, which you can really only get with like this legendary item, then only can you like calm down the situation or something.
True, de-escalated, yeah.
De-escalating, yeah. But then yeah, so wanted. So I think the wanted cards should have the attack and defense, and then probably also speech, because I think you can use speech in an encounter with a target. I think that's not a bad idea. What do you think?
Me. I like that.
What kind of scenario would make you have to talk to them?
Well, information gathering.
But that's with civilians.
Torture.
It's with a target, with someone you're trying to capture or kill.
Um,
Is there speaking in that situation?
Maybe you can try to convince them to come peacefully. Maybe
That's one of the things. Yeah, confronting
to
them.
like save any kind of like resource you might have, like maybe like fucking. Maybe like there's durabilities on your weapons or something, or like ammo costs a lot, and you'd rather, if you could talk them down, you'd rather save the ammo so you won't have to buy more.
Hmm. I think definitely
Mm-hmm.
confronting them in some way and getting something out of them. It could be a thing where like you because it's a target encounter, you're gonna be rolling your dice,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's still
Yeah.
random. But you could land on something where it's like first you confront them, you get maybe some money out of them or an item out of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then it tells you to roll again. Could do that. Where
Yeah, that could work.
it's like a little like oh you got a little branch scenario where it's like instead of going just for the
Ooh, yeah,
kill,
yeah.
you actually rolled like it. I mean, it would be like a low percentage. It would be like a one. It would be like only
Uh-huh.
roll a six or something, but it's still like a possibility on that scenario card, right? Yeah, these
Oh yeah,
encounters.
I see you got the rolls
This is gonna
like
take
typed
a
out
couple.
there.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna take a couple days, but like you know,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna just talk with a lot of people, get a lot of ideas, research a lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is kind of core of the role play is these scenarios and make them funny and interesting and
Mm-hmm. Add some personality.
yeah. Um yeah, I need to really think about how to format the scenario cards because it's like it would be however many rolls. It would be like roll a 1 and 2 or a 3 to 6 and then what would it be roll on the left. I'm thinking landscape card. So like a card this way. Like not upright but landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And then have the rolls on the left. And then what dialogue should there be only one dialogue in different scenarios or a dialogue for each roll?
I think it would be fun to have dialogue for each role.
Just like a line, right?
Yeah. Just some kind of line.
I'm just wondering how
Like,
much space that would take and how like
oh, true.
small that would be. That's the biggest dilemma here.
Yeah. I guess you can like try and like do just test that out with like make a card and like fucking add the text and see how like good it looks zoomed out and zoomed in.
You can in tabletop
Yeah.
if you hold Alt, it makes it as big as the screen.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's pretty big on the screen. Like, so
And then you can actually zoom that in and out. Well, it's not that bad. I'm just thinking like what I'm just trying to think of an example of what it would be. Like you find your target, it's Jesse. You you have your items and then you pick up the target scenario card or I would say first you roll your okay, should you first roll your dice and then pick up the card and like you have to stick with what you rolled? Or should you pick up the card, have that little hope of like, oh, maybe this will happen, and then roll the dice? What do you think?
I like that little hope thing because like you're like
You read the scenarios and you're like, oh, I love that extra gun.
yeah.
Then you end up killing
But
him and you're
then
like, fuck.
but then the first thing like it's like a surprise. So like
Yeah, that's why I don't
mm,
know. I mean, that could be, that's a rule. People could fucking play however they want.
yeah.
But see, that's the little dynamic of like, there's small changes that really affect how you experience them.
Yeah. And some people might like it, some people probably won't like it. Fucking so why not have both?
So yeah, okay, you pick up the target scenario, and then let's say there's only one piece of dialogue, and it would be like, how the fuck did you find me so far out? And then there's three scenarios of like kill, capture, or they escape. does it matter that there's no dialogue for each of those options? Or there's no.
I guess it depends. Like if you want it again, it's like adding personality.
Okay, well let's
like,
give the other example then. That's one example, and then the other example is there's no one big because I was thinking like one big dialogue thing at the top, and then like whatever. Instead of one big dialogue, it would be the 3 separate scenarios of like kill, and then it says, "I'm gonna shoot you, motherfucker." I really need to think of my dialogue. This is pretty bad. And then you kill, and then capture is see, because I feel like the dialogue would be before the thing happens, like before you, of course, before you kill him, because he fucking can't speak after you kill him. And I guess the encounter is dependent on what they do first, because it's like who shot first, Greedo or Han Solo?
Yeah.
Right, like Greedo whispers in his slippery tongue, "I'm gonna get you." I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah, he just I'm getting the fuck out of here, and then he escapes.
Time to go. My ride's here.
Well, you're really packing heat. Just so
nopes out of there.
Just so like lewd. Like just sexual.
Oh my god. Yeah. There's one character, all his lines are just fucking sexual innuendos.
See, okay.
Doesn't matter who he's talking to, it's sexual.
Okay, so now here's the thing. The dialogue has to be consistent on the card. But only on the card. So if the card has 3 scenarios and the dialogue is on all 3, then the sexual innuendos should be on all 3 because that's the personality of that card, technically.
Yeah.
Of the scenario card. Which then the personality of the card is reflected onto the character. Right? So Jesse could be big burly like tough boy and be like, "I'm gay, you motherfucker." Or he could be like, "Holy shit, you're really packing heat." Dependent on the scenario card. Which I think is fun because it like randomizes like character's personality kind of.
Yeah.
And it's also dependent on this like the difference. Let's say he escapes and then you meet him again and he has different dialogue that like weirdly matches but at the same time doesn't.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is something new. This is something I didn't like fucking know about this character. Like he's like this.
Yeah, I think dialogue per is good, but I just need to brainstorm that better and really get into the mind of all these different characters.
But yeah, fucking you can worry about that after we get like their designs done. Or maybe we can like talk over like designs and personality so that way I can base their designs off that personality.
And then it's randomized anyways, but it still gives us a base idea of like what the different personalities would be like. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm just thinking, am I done here? Because I mean, it's like there's gonna be paths here. It's just gonna be lines, and then there's gonna be something in the middle. That's really it. Like it's a very simple looking game.
Yeah, like it's good to keep things simple. It's like fucking we don't need like something to be super overcomplicated.
I just don't feel like we're fully prototyping this right now, to be honest. Just like, yeah, it's simple. Yeah, stream, you get it. You guys get it. You'll figure it out. You'll see it at another update. I mean, I really just wanted to test this like overlapping card with transparent background. And then yeah, you see the way I did the tentacle, right?
Yeah.
Where you don't see it wrap like diagonally, because then if you put something behind it, it would look weird. Like this just looks, you know art.
Yeah.
You get it.
Because then there would be like a fucking tentacle over, like like the back of the tentacle going over the guy's thing, and that it does. Unless the tentacle is really long and it's like wrapping around itself, then maybe that could work. Like
I mean, it just has to like from perspective, it just has to look good.
Yeah.
See, I don't like it. doesn't go that. It goes like 3/4 of a way and then stacks. Really gotta watch out. Unless wait. I could do this. Grid. Squares. Opacity. Show line. Because this is what I did with the One Piece game. Because I have a lot of stacking cards in that. And this makes it so that it stacks on, it snaps. Snap. Kind of. Ah, but it's still overlap. Why is it overlapping? I mean, it's not perfect, but you get the point.
Yeah.
We could do that too. Of course, you can turn off these lines.
Yeah.
If you see, the thing is with snapping though, it doesn't give you that freedom of like, you know, maybe you need that little centimeter just to get the tentacle on the neck. You can't. Which I feel like that'd be more of an issue for you to get everything exact. So I don't think we're gonna. Okay. How long has it been? Holy shit, it's been an hour and a half. Let's go through my notes again. How do you feel about 24 characters?
Mixed, because I get to make a lot of characters, but I have to make a lot of characters.
Again, no, we're not rushing this.
I'd be down.
I'm fine with this being like a big project. Like I feel like I needed a bigger project.
Yeah. I'm definitely good with 24 characters, because then that gives people a lot of like varieties. Like, oh, someone took that character I wanted to play, but there's this other cool character, so I guess I'll take this. So like,
oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Because that's, I mean, well, I'm talking 24 characters in terms of NPCs.
Oh, NPC.
Like what?
Yeah, fucking. Yeah. That would definitely make the world more diverse. Sorry, I thought you meant playable characters.
But you're right though. I mean, technically, you have 4 playable characters.
Yeah.
But should we let people pick whoever they want to play as?
I would think that would be good, because like if there's like a character with a cool design, usually like there are two kind of people. There's people that pick based on design and people that pick based on stats.
Because you're completely right. Because I was thinking of like when I was looking through the pictures, like Laika, right, the baboon. I was like, oh, that'd be a good player character. Like that's kind of the way I was thinking. But it's like, well, what if they're both? What if?
Oh, and like the players that don't get chosen become NPCs?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's a great idea.
I really like that.
Because all you would do is take their bounty or their wanted card and their target card. We could have a character sheet, and then you just put it on top of the sheet where it's like, this is where your dude stands. See, the one thing is they're just like, not all of them would be standing in a pose that's like super great, right? It's not like an action pose. Like Tentacle Boy, like would you want? Wait, that means Small Boy is a fucking. You could play a Small Boy.
I would, if I saw Small Boy, I'd be like, I want to play that character. I want to be Small Boy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking
I can't get over fucking Jesse. I'm sorry, but his crotch is so low. His crotch is so low. He's all torso.
Okay, well that means that it's 28 characters then. But then you can choose whoever you want. Okay. And then your characters sheet should see. Okay, this was the other thing, because I was thinking 4-player playable characters. That means 4 archetypes like Borderlands, where you have one with more strength, one with more defense, and one with more speech, and then a balanced one. That's usually how they do it. Speed isn't a thing because speed isn't a thing within encounters, and then speed would only be a thing for your ship movement, but that's dependent on dice, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stat. But now I'm thinking like fucking everyone start from 0. You know?
Yeah. That would probably like make it more fair and
It's
like
more balanced that way.
randomized.
Yeah. And then you get whatever items you want to focus on.
Yeah. It's like building your own character, like kind of like
Basically.
in like D&D.
I mean, this is very D&D like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
I can see the similarities, and I think I like that. Like I like that a lot.
I mean, my whole thing that I was explaining is like you have the choices to do what you want until you encounter, and then you don't have a choice, and the character's like, hey, I want to live, do this instead of this, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I like that. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. They're just 28 characters.
Also, drink some water. I don't want you fucking hurting your throat like last stream. Drink some damn water.
3
Keep that thing
hours. It's a
lubricated.
long time, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not used to talking to people for 3 hours. Reset. I don't. Okay. Yeah. See, so yeah, this is the thing. It's like you'd have Tentacle Boy as your guy. Should there be interactables within this box then?
Like what do you mean?
I'm imagining. Okay, let's get a little component. Board.
I need a visual.
Yeah.
To help my dumb brain.
No, it's cool. Let's do a card because. But fuck. Do I need a background? Really? Face, fucking whatever, fucking. Yeah.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Do it.
Yeah.
What color? Piss yellow. Why is it piss yellow, dude?
Hey, I'm back, and you're still fiddling with it.
I mean, yeah, I made it gray. Look, I made gray, and it looks like piss.
You made it gray.
It looks like piss yellow, and now I'm.
It looks a little beige.
Lighting in tabletop sim is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about lighting. I have one lamp. That's all I got. I do not have even lighting on my face. That's why the camera perspective is like. Yeah, basically, I will scale this up. You got this rectangular, like, character sheet thing.
Yeah.
You would put your dude on one side, right? And then, like, he would be within a box, like a specific box in the shape of a card, where you put your guy. Because I was also thinking, so when you're capturing a bounty, or... Oh, fuck, but this won't work. The idea was, when you're capturing someone or whatever, you would put, like, let's say we're capturing Small Boy. Right? You would put him in his box in your character sheet, and then there would be a transparent, like, jail cell card that you would put on top of him.
Yeah.
But now I'm just thinking about the stacking and how the stacking fucks it up.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a way I can figure out how that not
like, is there something other than a card that could like do that? Like let it be transparent all the way through?
I mean, maybe the tile. You could probably just do a jail cell
tile.
Tile. Yeah, you can just do that. Fuck it. Alright. Yeah, so I was thinking like having a space for a captured person anyway. So why not have a space for your own guy too? Like on one side and then him on the other or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, that's just a thing you would have in front of you. It's like a thing to keep track of all your shit instead of having it in your hand, right? Like, but I'm just thinking what else would be there. Like you would have your items stacked. You'd have probably the wanted posters that you collected stacked. Right? Like, because you can't really do you can't increase stats. I think there is a component. There's tools. Tools are like calculators and counters and stuff like that. But it doesn't look. I got 2 money. I got 3 money. It doesn't feel the same. Money. How do you think the money should look like?
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why. I thought of little, like, pyramids.
Oh.
I don't know
why.
That'd
be cute.
I thought of either, like, is it yen? Does yen have the hole in it?
I think yen does have a hole in it. Hold on, yen coin.
For some reason, I really love that coin.
Yeah, yen. Yeah, those coins are cool. Like,
but I also like.
Yeah, like a 50-cent yen has a hole in it.
I also like just, for some reason, like a pyramid, like having little pyramids as your coins, as your money. I don't know why. I think it's just a good idea. Is there even that shape? Wait. There's a green triangle.
Like a 3D pyramid or like just like a triangle?
No, like a 3D pyramid.
Oh, like that? Oh,
I mean, this is a prism. It's not a pyramid, but
yeah.
Like they're not even that. They wouldn't be that big.
Yeah. Can you customize those? Like, can you put textures on it? Like, maybe I can draw something up for that.
I mean, you could. I think you could put in any 3D model you want.
Oh.
You could customize dice. I was thinking of putting stars on the dice instead of circles. I don't know. I was just thinking more space stuff.
Maybe like you can do like in the circle some kind of like holographic, well, maybe holographic or hologram type thing with like
on the dice. Or where? Wait, what circle are you talking about? On the dice?
Yeah, like you said you wanted to put a circle on the dice or something like that?
I said star instead of a circle. Or
oh, sorry, my fucking brain fucking.
My brain.
Can you listen better?
My boy.
My brain, my tiny peanut brain.
My tiny penis brain. Yeah, let's just copy this and just fucking look at all my money. Stack of cash and then change the color to like blue. I don't know, 'cause I really want physical pieces, like something you can feel. You
Yeah.
know? Like I love like in Monopoly the fucking little houses. It's a nice little
Yeah. Fucking.
thing.
You just roll them around in your hand and feel all that texture,
Yeah.
the little
Oh, dude,
points and stuff. It feels nice.
I've been fucking like all the time I've been talking. Well, all the time I've been thinking about this game, I've just been fucking with these like, which I use as the player token. They're just wooden cubes, and they feel so good in your hand.
Yeah.
I also have these.
Stimulation from monkey brain.
Walkman, he walking.
Oh, man. What was that slamming noise?
Oh my desk.
Did you drop them?
Oh,
Did you drop the dudes? Don't drop the dudes.
Yeah, drop the dudes. Anyway, I'm a big guy. Like I like little things and little tokens and little like minifigures and stuff.
Little knickknacks.
Yeah.
It's like, haha, you're tiny.
Exactly. Dude, I have a box of tiny. Little tiny. Look, it's literally called Fave Minis.
Ooh. Mini boys.
I got some little cars. Magnetic. The other little cars that
Neat.
are different kind of.
I like that shade of green.
Yeah, same.
Very nice shade of green.
Let's go to red one. Black one. Oh, a lot of these are like from Kinder Surprise. Kinder Surprise. I have this weird. It's like a chess piece, but it's like a Pinocchio. He has a nose.
Oh,
Little stubby nose.
cute little friend.
He's all black for some reason. I don't know where the fuck I got that from. I got this dude that like looks like a bearded guy, but then if you flip him, he's an elephant.
Oh, I like that.
I had a bunch.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know these for sure were Kinder Surprise, and there was like a whole series of them, but I only have him left, and I'm so mad because I fucking love that series.
Oh.
I have this little dude on a skateboard. He does skating. I got these little fellows. Green guy waves his arms around. I think I got a pink piggy.
He's fucking flossing.
They're flop. Dude, for sure they're flossing.
I didn't know, like, teamed up with Kinder Eggs.
Little bat. I think this came from like tech decks. Like tech decks would come with little interesting dudes that sit on them. I got a cool skull. It's like pretty detailed, but it's like tiny. It feels like it should go on a minifigure, but it's like the hole's too small.
Oh.
So I don't know what
Maybe it's a pencil topper.
No, it's like a really small hole.
Oh,
I mean, so
tiny hole.
if it's smaller than like a minifig head, like I really don't know what the.
Oh, that's weird.
And then a couple of crazy bones, but they're like the offshoot, like or they're newer. I actually don't know. I have my crazy bones in another drawer over there. Crazy bones are dope. They're the little knick-knack boys.
They're very cute.
They're cute. Alright, and then these are my smallest ones. I have a little rubbery penguin. Little
I
tiny,
like how this is just turned into show and tell.
little tiny rubber penguin boy.
Little boy.
Squish.
Little rubber boy.
Squish him. Then I
Squish.
have.
I like squishy toys. It's very therapeutic.
Ooh, I should get more of them. Little mouse. I think these were for sure Kinder Surprise. Little gray mouse, and then a little.
Oh, it's Rat Boy. It's Rat Boy Genius.
I got a little cat painter.
Oh, that's adorable.
And then my last two are a little green gnome that I came to. And last but not least, my favorite little alien, orange or yellow alien.
Oh, I love his nose. I love his fucking bulbous nose. He looks like a friend.
It's like a sucker. It's like a sucky nose. It's like a horn.
Oh my god!
Horn
What was that old cartoon? The fucking like Snorfs or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like something that would be in that universe.
Yeah. We should put him in the game. Fucking horn nose. Yep, that's it. Those are the ones that I kept just to the side. I miss my childhood, dude.
Oh, same.
Because so much of this is like, this is just a fraction of what I had. Like, a lot of it was just given away or sold or whatever. But I still kept a lot. Like, if you look at my closet, it's fucking full of toys. Ooh. I got a monkey. A monkey.
Monkey. I love his little shorts. Gotta keep him
Name's-
decent.
Name's Bonsai. Bonsai! I don't know why. Called him. I have a little fucking, like, Jack Sparrow plushie. Cute.
Oh, that's adorable. Does he have a chancla in his hand? What is that?
It's a sword.
It looks like he's about to beat me with a sandal.
Chancla, dude, holy shit. I'll beat you with that.
Yeah.
And then little Tigger.
Aww.
Tiger boy.
That's adorable.
And I remember I found him in like Walmart or something.
Just stuff him in your pocket and leave.
I mean, for sure, that's what I did. And then his little shirt is actually something I won. So I won. It was
it just fit him perfectly. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a church event. It was like, let's say, like an obstacle course or something. And I won. And
won a little shirt.
I got to choose like a plushie or whatever. And I saw the shirt, like, because it's Velcro, it was randomly attached to some plushie. Like, it didn't have anything to do with it. It was just attached to it. So I was like, fucking give me that one. And, like, give me it with the shirt. Give me it.
I want that.
I want the shirt.
For the plushie? Yeah, sure. For the plushie. Give me that shirt.
Oh, same
Perfect
thing.
for my boy.
Same thing with this one. Which is a polar bear that I won from. I think it was like a gaming event at my co-op. Like there was 2 years where there was this Muslim dude that was like in control of the co-op here. Why did I word it like that? That's such a weird way to word it.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that he was Muslim.
That too. I just remember it because we didn't have many Arabs at the time around here.
So that just stuck in your head.
Yeah, basically, but he was like a super nice guy. What am I trying to say? The co-op is basically like the people who live here controlled the decisions that were going on, kind of thing. Like there wasn't like a board of directors or anything. It was just like democratically chosen people. It's a weird system. I don't. They changed it now, but before it was like that. So then he was like in charge for a couple of years, and he decided for all the kids to do like an event where he bought a bunch of like games and gave them out as prizes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was super cool. And then we went and we played like FIFA and like some fighting games and stuff in the office.
Oh, that's rad.
And yeah, I won this dude, and then I found like it was like the Polish World Cup or something, and my mom bought a shirt, and I was like, holy shit, that shirt's gonna fit him. Oh my goodness.
That shit can fit him.
And I cut it open and I stuck him in there, and he's been like that ever since.
Oh, I love it.
I also think I was like, I never got a Build-A-Bear, but I really wanted one. But I saw I saw a Paper Mario shirt that fit him, like the size for a teddy bear. And I went specifically to buy that for some reason. And I think it's somewhere, I don't know where. Paper Mario shirt for a teddy bear. Yeah, man, I got a bunch of random shit in here. I think that's a show and tell though. I don't know. Okay. Is there anything else we need to talk about currently?
Check your notes.
I just want to play with this. Oh, wait.
So your camera's still huge.
Yeah, my camera. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Fix.
Throw my money around. Check my note.
Oh god, I love seeing them roll. That's so fucking satisfying.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is. Ugh. Okay. I should be writing notes as well. What's like the major things we decided? 28 characters. Choose who you play as. Transparency works if you don't fully stack cards. What are token locations are? Oh, wait a minute. I like how we came to a conclusion, but then like completely missed what the fuck I said. Where tokens only have one picture and can't be double-sided. I totally forgot we fucking talked about that. Okay, so we can't do double-sided for this, but it's still a good idea.
Yeah.
Location cards should. I did. But can't. If you think tokens as but only one. Anything else we came up with that was a good idea? Like other than design shit? Oh, dialogue?
Dialogue.
Should. There you go. On over per. Yeah, I don't know. The fun is really going to be with the character design and the scenarios and the lore. And I feel like we both enjoy doing that, so it's going to be fun to.
Oh hell yeah, fucking. Like anytime I get into a new thing, I'm like, I want to make a character for that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then yeah, I don't know, the poses like we could talk about later just in general. What interesting pose?
Yeah.
Should they be holding drinks? Should they be holding items?
Like, is that the drink gonna be like a separate thing that you can take on and off the character, or is it just like they're
No.
gonna be holding those drinks the whole time?
Yeah. I don't think it's on and off. Because now I'm just thinking, like, if we're going to be putting them in character sheets, in locations, in jail, I would like it to be, like make sense, right? Hello?
Maybe like if you're in the bar, like a drink can just be like a token, like your character has a drink and fucking
Thinking about that. It
yeah.
feels like a little, like, it's like Lego accessories to your minifigure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If you, like, that's up to you if you want to spend time doing that.
Oh, definitely. You know I do.
Sure.
Like designing alien drinks. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna make that shit look nasty and weird.
But I mean, like, specifically focusing on, like, separate little tokens that.
Yeah, that'd be that. I think that would be fun.
Okay. But then,
Like
but
fucking,
then
I
would
don't mind
their,
doing the work for that.
how would their hand be positioned if that's the case? Would it be like they're trying to shake someone's hand, but it's a, you put a drink in it? Because there has to be, it should be a natural pose, and then, sure, you can put something in their hand, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like even if it doesn't like me, even if they have like their hand like out and slightly up, like you can just slap a drink on that and like
True.
fucking. It won't look
True.
like it won't look 100% natural because they're not gripping it, but
Ooh.
it's like there's a drink in their hand.
Ooh. Well, now I'm thinking, should each, maybe not each item, but then like some guns or something should also have little tokens that you can attach it to your, like, character on your character sheet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All this just has to kind of synergize, and I guess we'll go through it when we do.
Yeah.
What would you? I mean, I guess character design is fun, so it might come first anyway. But what if you're gonna go like full, like really focus on something? What are you gonna do first? Like location or characters or what? What are you thinking?
Um, I feel like I really want to do the characters first and get them down, and like
And then decide like what.
fuck, I don't know which because
Yeah. I think we can decide general, like, objects that would be in a location,
yeah.
and
Because
then
then I got to think color palettes too, and I got to make sure all the characters work on the color palette for the environment.
fuck. I mean,
Like
well, that's why I was kind of thinking, just if there's vibrant characters, and the background could be a
yeah,
little more drab and like more browns and greens, and
hmm
like something that will naturally just look like background and not like them, I guess.
yeah. So I guess I can work on the characters first and then base the background off of that. Like
Yeah. At least like maybe just general sketches just to get color
yeah,
down.
yeah, and get sketches, get color palette down, get like I can do a separate thing where I put them in a different pose later.
Yeah, sure. What are you thinking for locations? If we were to choose 4 planets that are like makes sense.
I would really like to do a desert planet with like weird like plants.
Ooh.
I think that would be nice and like rocks with those like cascading colors going down. But again, it's not going to be too vibrant. It will be kind of like, you know, desaturated.
So like a canyon camp?
Oh, a canyon would be cool. Like that'd be cool. And like there'll be like little campsite in the background with like
Yeah, because it has to make
yeah.
sense that we're going from planet to planet, and I'm guessing we're going to. I put a bar in a forest, just like off the top of my head, because it was like these are the places, like people that are not bad people, but like people that are escaping the law would kind of be found at. Like a
Mm-hmm.
bar for sure, and then a forest is like, oh, they're maybe like they have a camp hidden away in a forest or something.
Yeah.
But then it has to make sense that like other
Maybe
civilians are there.
another location can be like a really seedy looking like basement. Like shit's rusty in there and there's like just all kind of junk. Or maybe like a junkyard maybe. Like
Junkyard's not bad. I
yeah.
would like the color palettes to be like distinct though.
Yeah.
I mean the
Like
bar doesn't
maybe
have
for
to
the
look.
bar I'll use a lot of like warm colors. For the desert canyon thing, I'll use a lot of cool colors.
They were gonna say warm colors again. There's a lot of warm colors here.
Oh, I know.
A lot of
I
warm
switched it up.
colors.
No, the bar should be cool, and the desert should be warm. I'm sorry, fucking my brain.
We could
Is
do
like,
we could do the desert at night. Just make it cool.
oh yeah, the desert at night too. Yeah, like I said, I'll just like have like a cohesive, like similar colors for like the palettes and stuff
Because
for different places.
I think just because like Star Wars and other shit is just culturally like in my head. There's like
Yeah,
generic planets you think of like fucking desert Tatooine or like an ice planet or
yeah.
you know. But then like I play No Man's Sky and there's like such weird like there's like poison planets and nuclear planets and like
Oh
glowing
yeah,
mushroom ones. And it's like that's interesting, but then how can you can't fit all that into only 4 locations.
yeah,
Again, I mean we can always if you enjoy doing it as much as you might, you can always make more in the future. But for now, I just want to think about 4. 4 is I don't want to plan too far into the future.
yeah. Let's plan for now and not for later.
Yep.
Maybe if like a lot of people like it or we're
A-
just feeling like it, then we can update it with more
Absolutely.
locations.
Absolutely.
But
I think
right now, let's just get the base.
we don't need player choice for locations. I don't think that's an
Yeah,
important aspect for sure. Scope, keep that scope tight.
yeah. Keep it tight.
Tight.
Keep it nice.
And then yeah, just like item like what the fuck items are getting. I don't know. I need to figure all of this stuff out first.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I don't know if I mentioned this. I did with the cannibal thing, right? With the Jesse, where it's like I want their names, like they have regular names maybe on their NPC like transparent card, because I think that's important. Like, what if you don't recognize a dude,
Oh,
right? Like what if someone's just has trouble identifying visually, but then like the name. I think the name's just like a good like it's like a video gamey thing too. You see their name above their
yeah,
head. I think it's fine. And then also, I mean, if when you pick who you want to play as, their name automatically comes with it. So there you go.
oh yeah, yeah. Like you get the information on them and you find out, oh, this is their real name.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, hmm. See, ooh, hmm. See, now I'm thinking because the stats are gonna be on bounties, right? Because when
Mm-hmm.
you're going against someone. But now, when you're picking a character, you also have to take their bounty out. But I don't think you should be using the stats that they have on their bounty. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Because then I
true.
feel like you would just pick the overpowered. Because I think there should be higher
Yeah,
level
definitely.
characters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, I don't think you should be using the stats. I think you start from 0, no matter what.
Yeah. That way, it's just like really fair.
Yeah, yeah, I think that just makes sense. I mean, it sucks. It would suck if you took out all the high bounty cards as like playable characters.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna balance that. I think it's just up to luck. Ideally, if we're doing 12 bounties out of 24 divided by 4 is 3. Ideally, each person gets 3 chances to catch someone. I don't think it should be a long like. I don't like too long of games. You
Yeah,
know,
same.
so
Like
I
you
think
don't
that's
want it to like
fine.
go on for like so long. Like maybe like
Yeah, and if you want, you can always have the option to add in more bounties. Up to you. Right?
yeah. If you want to like keep it going and you like how you built up your character.
That's it. So players got that option. The board game. Okay. Small boy was nervous skinny guy. I just drew him really small. Yes, I was thinking pink ape. Yes, yeah, I guess. Grass cyclops, which was what was his name? New
Nikau.
cow. A blue
Copper
tentacle.
Blue Tentacle Steven Universe. What?
Sorry. Wait, do you know what I'm talking about or no? You know what that describes?
Thinking that's the OKKO character.
Yeah. I totally
I
thought
like that's how you described it, and you didn't look at the name on the post that I made.
Well, this was uh,
That's not even Steven Universe. That's OKKO. I mean, yeah, the guy who made it worked on Steven Universe, but still.
it's past. It was a quick. It was last night. I was just like, I found your Tumblr and I quickly scrolled through and I was like, oh, I love this design. And then I didn't even like look at this character. I just thought it was Steven Universe.
You know, I haven't. Like I said, I make a lot of OCs for things I like. Like, if you want, I can just like use his design and tweak the clothes a bit to fit the bounty, and we can just put him in there because I really do like his design.
I think he really fits, honestly. I really like this.
Like I just changed the style too, so it's not the TV show style. Like we can just like I don't mind like giving him up because again he was just a character design practice.
Is this that?
For something I liked.
How much?
What?
How much does this style differentiate from you? Like your natural?
A lot because I don't draw in. Like you have my art there, you can see the difference in style. Like
this is Like is different here. She looks. It's like this is more detailed. Like what is style, Copper? Like
what is style?
If
you look at my art and you can tell, oh yeah, Copper drew that.
I mean, that's a good question. If I showed all these to one person,
just covered up the name
and asked
like,
how many
the same artist.
Yeah, like or like how many artists? Like, is this one per artist? Is this two per artist? Like, I wonder if they would be able to tell.
Okay, I admit, like I've had like style changes through the years, and like it's because I keep seeing something new, and I'm like, I want to incorporate that into my art.
You know what, Copper? It's all good.
Like
it's all good art.
Thank you.
I love this hair. This hair is great.
Same fucking.
This I just like the idea of like an angry plant creature.
Angry plant, yes.
Again, I mean, we should go through this and write it down later, but
definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's Tentacle Boy. And Copper Clown, because of course I knew you would want a clown character.
No.
I was thinking about Alien Boy, and I had this image of like his bounty, like his brain would be glowing. Like it's like a psychic.
Yeah, I can do a glow.
Like he's like fucking attacking you with his brain.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how many of the bounties should look aggressive or like those. I think we could have some funny stuff in there. I don't think it has to be like all bad.
Like with Small Boy, because like I really want to do Small Boy.
Small Boy, the revolutionary dude.
The revolutionary.
I'm gonna just type it in. Small Boy.
Yes.
I was thinking of Chan's purple Slippy. Like it wouldn't be Slippy, but like
it would be a frog boy. It would be a frog boy.
I don't know how many of the guys. Like I'm not gonna ask every single person like give me no C.
Yeah.
You know, but there are some characters just in the community that we like are like faces of our communities. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think Dave is like a bearded gnome would be funny.
Bearded gnome.
Just like
Give him a pointy hat and everything, but it's futuristic looking.
it's just GameStar. We're just making GameStar.
Oh god, remember that one pic I drew and the guy said like Dave looked like Keemstar? Like the one where it was like I think it was Jordo and Salt T-posing at each other. And like Dave was like tiny in the middle and you guys kept saying he looked like Keemstar.
I was also thinking of like my other projects, like if there's other inspiration.
Yeah.
This is like one of the main characters. I actually, it just generic like
Who is this?
blue
Oh, I love him.
fish man. I mean, these are all my. It's him with the hood on and the hood. Those for my underwater fishman game. So these two are puffer fish. They all have references to their initial species. I should really. This is like one of the worlds I actually developed, and I have a whole binder for it. But
Yeah.
I should really work on that.
Hell yeah.
I have all the bosses.
I played the shit out of that.
I got their silhouettes.
Oh god, I love that. Is that a shark boy? Is that a shark boy?
Is. I'll just reveal it. There's all the dudes.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, I love all fucking that first one that's Pokemon based. I can tell.
Oh, all of these are, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I can see now, especially with the fucking like the guy at the end too.
I have a whole stream of just going through this shit. But, I have like the whole document of like. Oh no. This is how I created them.
Oh, nice.
Like a whole doc of like step by step what I did.
Yeah, Frankensteining them.
Which was fun as fuck. This is what I did in high school. That was actually like this is a Pokemon ROM hack. So it does exist. Yeah. I just didn't upload it anywhere because we had a lot of bugs. And it was sad. It was something we worked on for like 2 years, and then I just never released it.
Oh damn!
It was just me and a buddy, but it was like it was rough because it was one of those things where I'd go around from class to class and be like, "Hey, dude, do you have an idea for this like attack?" Or like everyone knew I was making a game, and then it just didn't come out, and I felt like a fuck.
Oh, feels bad.
It's one of those things you just have to accept it. I was like,
yeah.
They're gonna make a whole website.
You can always come back to this later in the future.
That's what I was thinking, and then it's been 6 years.
That's fine. That's fine.
What I did do is I used a lot of these characters for the visual novel game that I made.
Oh, you made a VN? Freaking me and Rhea wanted to make like a little short like VN. Like I downloaded Ren'Py and everything, like a short monster dating one.
Yeah.
But again, I'm fucking lazy and like fucking other things took over creatively.
Can I turn the music? Yeah, I used a lot of it for this project. Because I was like, we were supposed to make a game, and I was like, well, I have all these assets I never used.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Did I play my game?
Wait, does it use Flash? Because Flash is dead.
I fucking hope not. Motherfucker. I uploaded it to your fucking website, you motherfucker. Better be able to play. What? Ooh, I'm a little mad now. Ooh, I'm a little mad. Well, here's some screenshots. I got that.
Oh, nice.
He was the mayor. He used to be the main bad guy, but now he's the mayor. Yeah. All I really had to do was give them different facial expressions, but other than that, I used like the base body. I like this middle orange guy. crazy.
Oh hell, I love the fucking like stalk eyes.
I think that's a good
I
design.
love that.
And of course, yeah, the Shark Boy. Of course, his name is Bruce. Gotta give homage to Finding Nemo, the great white shark. And then I do have my.
Funny thing, do you want to know what name I chose for my name change?
No, Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah, I chose Bruce.
Is that official anywhere, or like is that gonna be?
No, I haven't had the change yet,
Okay.
but like, fucking, I'm kind of like on the fence about it because I never really had a problem with my name, but like, I can't go around like fucking with a very feminine name while I have a big ass beard
I don't
and
want
shit.
to. I mean, I don't want to dox
Like,
you. I don't want to say your name, but isn't there like an easy male version of your name?
that's why I was Bruce because it's very close to my
Okay.
like actual name. I wanted to keep that BR
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my initials are BSL, and I
Word.
always like the first part because it's like bullshit.
Wait. Let me switch. I just want to type something.
Okay.
I don't. Okay. I don't fully remember your name. This is just like off the top of my head.
No, that is not.
Okay.
It's this.
Fuck.
Here's the thing. I know if I like take off the last letter, it's a dude name, but like I kind of hate that trope where it's like, oh, this person transitions,
Yeah,
so
you
they
have an
knock
even
the letter
easier.
off.
No, that's. But I mean, it makes it easier for everyone
No, but I
around you.
hate that trope. It's a lazy trope. It's a very lazy trope, and I hate it because like not a lot of trans people like
I
do
guess.
that, and like.
Yeah, that's. I thought this was gonna be your name. But
No, why would? Also, I know a guy named that,
I
so
mean,
that would be
we
weird.
both
So
Valise's name.
that's Felice. Of course, he looks like that'd be his name.
Yeah, you
He
could.
looks like he'd have that kind of name.
Bro, you could so easily knock a fucking letter off. That's so. I feel like you should.
Yeah.
It's such a
The
small
main
change.
reason why I chose Bruce is because I really like Batman.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
But then people are just gonna think of the shark. Fuck, man. God, I don't even know if I were to like have a chance to change my name. Like, what the fuck I would change it to?
Right? Like fucking like I was racking my brain over it. Like because I can't choose a name that's similar to a friend's. I can't choose a name that's like the name of a relative. Fucking.
See,
And again, I don't want to do that lazy thing where you knock off a
I
letter.
don't think
like,
it's. I think it's. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know. A name's a weird thing, and you should.
yeah, like
You. It's unnatural. It feels unnatural to have to change your name, but it's funny
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people, especially. What's like? I'm thinking, is it Chinese or is it? Like they come to Canada and then they have to legally change their name.
oh, I hate that. Like
That was such a weird
fucking-
thing I learned. Where like that's not
Like,
their
fucking
original name.
in my experience as an American, it's like in a whole Americanization thing, so that way you fit in
Yeah.
with the country.
And like I found that out in like university.
Yeah.
And I was like, why can't people just fucking learn your name like every other fucking name?
Yeah, it's really but because again, it's like you want the child to fit in this country. You
Yeah,
don't want them
I
to
don't
be alienated. So you just strip away any like cultural stink
It's a tactic.
to help. Yeah, like
I mean, but
like
yeah.
my grandma has a very like Laotian name, but recently, like a few years ago, like when she got her citizenship finally, she changed it to she had it changed to a very American name, just like with my grandfather. Like now they have very like on their citizenship, that's their like American name now.
And that was
Same with my mother and my aunts. They used to, before coming to this country when they were children, they used to have very like Laotian names, and then they came into the country, and to help them fit in, like they gave them the citizenship gave them American names.
And was that like all their choice, or was there a little bit of like pushing towards that? I wonder.
Fucking like it's half and half. Like
I mean, yeah,
fucking
as reality is. Yeah.
yeah, as reality is, and I think it really sucks because that's like kind of like
Yeah, it's so weird.
ripping away a bit of your culture just to fit in to
Especially, I
this
was like talking to a chick, and she's like, "Yeah, I chose my name to be Jennifer because I really liked it." Like, I'm like, "How much time did they give you to choose it?" It's like, "Oh no, they just put a piece of paper in front of your face with like a bunch of names on it, and they just get to choose one." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's
Like,
fucked up.
I wouldn't be able to choose a name from a list.
Yeah,
On
from a
piece
list,
of,
like it's like okay, I guess this name is good, but that's not really
that's
me.
so
But I
yeah.
guess I gotta choose it.
That's so bizarre.
It's really bizarre. Like it's really bizarre and pointless and stupid. Like now that I think about it, like people who go over into other countries, they don't. It seems to be only like primarily like English speaking countries. If you go to other countries, they don't really make you like
Honestly,
change your
I
name
think
like
it's.
that.
I mean, from what I've realized, I think it's just like you said, like the Asians kind of have a tactic to do that. Like I don't know any other culture that does that. Every other culture makes you fucking say
yeah.
their name.
Yeah.
Like, is it that hard?
It's a headache. It's stupid. Like
It just, I don't know. It feels, it's odd. Like Polish dudes, like in school, you better write my name down properly.
yeah.
Even though there's an English version, like fuck you, like you put a Z in that motherfucker.
Yeah. I guess it is with like yeah, I guess it's just like fucking because I can't think of any. It's always like the other Asian kids I know, like their families had to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I mean, you
Like,
said Laotian.
if not, you were kind of like fucking alienated. Yeah, my family's Laotian.
Yeah,
Well, the
it's
family I was raised with is Laotian. I wasn't raised with my dad's side.
sure. I mean, you're the only, I guess, Laotian person I know. But it is interesting to hear that it's like also your like. I wonder how many countries because I feel like it was only people from one country. I don't think the Filipinos I know fucking do that. I don't think so.
Not really, because again, like Filipinos, they were like invaded by, they were
True.
like colonized by the Spaniards,
Of
so they have
course.
very like
Of course.
a lot of people thought I was like Mexican because I'm half Filipino. So
Yes, of
yeah.
course the colonizers were like use Christian names based off of saints, you motherfuckers.
Drink some water.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my other games. My actual complete stuff. Look at that cute shit.
Oh, that's adorable.
I made this mole. I made the mole.
Oh, that's a good boy. That's like fucking. That's peak character design.
Where's the
fucking,
art?
I love that shit.
Look at this. This is a mole one of the artists gave me. And I'm like, you don't know. That's a bear. You don't know what the fuck a mole looks
Yeah,
like.
that's a diglet. That first thing's a fucking diglet.
Yeah, this is
That second thing is a hamster, and that bottom thing is a mole.
This first row is what they gave me, and then I was like, okay. Third one's a cat. That's not a chipmunk, or that's not a squirrel. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a squirrel.
It's supposed to be a squirrel. Yeah, it's not a squirrel.
Yeah, that's a cat.
This is why references help. References help so much.
This bunny looks like it's from a horror movie. Looks straight from FNAF, dude.
What the fuck? Why did they put the highlight there? You don't put the highlight there. That looks like the pupil.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't mean to shit talk your artist,
No,
but like
I'm a shit talk my artist because fucking I made these improvements. Like all these improvements are me.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, change the color of the hedgehog to brown. Actually make the chipmunk have the colors of a chipmunk and not fucking some orange shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what these shadows and glasses are on this mouse. Like, it's an animal. What are you doing? I think I made the squirrel. I think I worked on that because I was like,
The squirrel, the final squirrel looks like a squirrel. That's a fucking squirrel.
I'm like, we need a redesign. Like, I'm gonna stick with these colors, but we need a redesign. And then the mole was just like, I'm taking the reins on this one. You
yeah. God, I can't get over the Diglett fucking mole. Oh,
They just put ears on it. Like it's like the
and again, they
main.
put the highlight in a weird spot, and it looks like their pupils. Like,
And the worst part is this. This is page 19 of like a booklet or a design document I had to make, right? And that wasn't my job. It was one of the team members' jobs. And they handed me garbage the day before where like they dragged in these elements like the mouse, right? But the mouse was like missing a pink thing on its eye or like its whiskers were missing. Like they just copy pasted without looking what they even copied. And just elements were gone
God, that's so sloppy.
and they didn't even give a shit to like look at it and be like, "Oh, maybe
That's
I should."
so fucking rude. Like,
Like
I understand forgetting some things because without a
nah,
character reference that I
nah.
have, sometimes I miss things on my OC. But like, if you're making something like polished to like put out like a game, like you want to double check and make sure,
And it's
like
not,
you want to actually give 110%
this
more
is
of
like
a shit.
this is a final project. Like this is something we worked on for
Yeah.
weeks. Like you're not fucking handing that in. I worked on this for 12 hours straight, like fucking color coding and like making it look.
Yeah.
God. Like I think that was one of the only all-nighters I ever fucking did. Like I need to fucking get this.
And
But it came out
we
good.
had to do extra work, like fixing everybody's shit. Like, what the hell?
Listen, man, that's usually the role I take, and I don't know. I live with that.
Yeah.
But
You won't have to worry about that with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's why you find good people. Good people to work with.
Like, was this for like a class project? Like,
Yeah. So it says created in 1 month.
so you think it would give more of a shit because it's for a grade? Like,
yeah. It's final project of something we worked on for a month. Like, and you're supposed to show every single part of the process, which I gave you the entire document, which I documented. And like it was trash. UX and board game. Fucking already 2 years
I like
ago.
board games.
Board games are so fun, and they're so easy to, maybe not easy to make, but easy to design. Easier to design. Okay. I think I'm kind of done for today.
Yeah, we talked a lot. Like, we've gone out. You almost made it to 3 hours again of talking.
Poggers.
Poggers.
I mean, I just wanted you to get up to speed, I guess. Because now we're on the same page.
Oh, definitely.
Of course, if you had any questions.
So, do you want me to start with like sketching out ideas now, just like getting ideas out there and like sending to you to like look over and bounce like
I think so.
design off ideas off of?
Because I think the important thing was aesthetic first, and just us agreeing on that. Yeah, just anything that comes to mind, throw it my way. Maybe it'll give me an idea for something else.
Yeah.
And of course, like this is a side project. Take care of your own shit. Don't focus on us too much.
We're making our own schedule. We got all the time in the world.
Next stream. Well, I mean, I don't know how much you're gonna send me by the time next stream happens. So
I'll see, because
this was kind of an
kind of
art
dipping
stream.
into that slump again, but I think this will like help me like
get out of that shit.
Like ease out of it.
Yeah. Because this was kind of the art stream. I think we talked about the art the most.
Planning and stuff like for the art.
Yeah. So I guess that basically was that.
Yeah. I'm just double checking, like fucking 28 characters total, not including the backgrounds.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Wait, what do you mean not including the backgrounds?
I don't know why I said that. The backgrounds aren't characters, so I don't know why I said that. Like,
I was like, there's no background characters. Like, no.
I don't know how dank my brain is. You know, I can't say word good.
Dinky donkey, donkey donkey. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and then locations, like you said, like that's based on character color palettes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'll collect like any references or anything that inspires me. I'll send it over your way.
like make a like a little like chart, little mood board with a bunch of stuff sticked over it. Send me that pic.
Is there any programs you use like for? I don't know like shit people use to make stuff with teams. Like I know there's different kinds of project planning programs. But
I don't know about that shit. Like,
know.
and again, I've never done something like this before. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good. New things. Fun.
Yeah. I'll leave the big brain stuff to you. I'm just the art monkey.
Art is very important. It brings the world to life.
Hell yeah.
All right. Dope.
Yep.
End of stream. Poggers.
Stream.
Peace out.